Okay, 1 second. Okay, that's better. Okay, how you doing everyone? My name is Catherine. If you're new here, if you've subscribed and you haven't seen any videos from me in a few months, it's just because there's been a few good things going on and I just wanted to kind of give an update of what the heck, where have I gone, where was I, what happened, am I still here? There's a few things that have gone on and there's a few changes that have happened. I've changed around my studio and I'm not sure I like it right now because I'm sitting here thinking this is a mess and I can't get the right lighting for the life of me, so we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, in the background, I'm going to have a bunny rabbit chewing on the cage because we had to move him and now there's going to be chaos and noise. So this should be fun. Where have I been? Where has Catherine Perry been? And it's been hard for me to just kind of come on here. I've done this a couple times, this video, and I've kind of given up on trying to figure out how to say this. There's nothing crazy going on in my life. It's just been a few big things that I've just kind of compounded and then I kind of had to stop. I've been fairly consistent on this channel for a full year and a half. I was straight consistent and I was doing sometimes 5 videos a week, which is a lot of videos when you think about it. And having a family and running a house, it's just in a business, it was a lot of work, but I did it. And I think that was one of the reasons what happened is just like I got to the point where I was totally burnt out. I was just creatively in a wee bit of a rut. And then so I said to myself, I think I have to stop. A few things I wanted to explain and reasons why I stopped and what the plans are for this channel in the future. Past year has been a struggle for everyone. And again, I'm not saying woe is me, let's all pity her because everybody's in the same boat. So we all know what's going on. So at the beginning of the summer, like I said, I have kids and the beginning of the summer it was a wee bit hard. They struggled like with school and stuff like that. So I just had to decide for them, you know, what am I going to prioritize? So because I'm at home here and my husband, he works, I need to focus on them a lot more. So with everything going on in the world, you know, they were at home. Basically, my kids asked me for help, you know, like they came to me and said, can you help me, mommy? And I said, yes, I will help you. And it wasn't even a question. I decided in my head, I'm going to do it for them. I'm going to work hard for them. I'm going to help them out if they need help. And it was more towards the school end of things. They needed help with that because, you know, with the world, there's expectations. And as a little child or a little kid, you sometimes have to, you feel inside your head, I have to meet those expectations even though there's crazy things going on in the world. And that's just the way sometimes kids are. And so I decided in my head that I need to do this for them. So that was one of the major reasons, and that's why I started off with that reason, was because I will go to my kids. Like obviously I will let them try and be their own person and figure out things on theof own, but if they come to me and ask me for help, I will do it for them. I will stop in my tracks and help them. Now, the second reason why I stopped was because like I said, all of this is combined. It's not just one thing. So I stopped for sure for them, but there was other things, the reasons why. And the next reason was because of my health. My health has not been that great. And, you know, between mental health and overall health physically, it's been going a little sideways, you could say. And so I had to decide, you know, for my own health that I need to slow down. So last year, like I said to many people, many of you know on my channel that last year I got really sick and I stopped for a full month in March. Just my business went downhill and everything like that. And so my health was pretty bad in March of last year. And I'm sure a lot of you know maybe what it was. And so since then, it's been not that great. And so I haven't really, my body has been going downhill since then. And I think it's kind of that one incident where I was just completely sick for a full month. It almost shocked my body into like a stressed moment, and it was like, okay, now your immune system, your health, everything is going to go downhill from here. I think that is one of the major reasons why my health has struggled over the past year. So I've been trying to figure that out and see what's going on, if that's something that I have to deal with for the rest of my life or is just something that is of now. But there's other reasons. Like, for example, I talk a lot on my channel about anxiety and stress and stuff like that. Because as a creator, you need to know that everybody goes through that kind of stuff, right? And so I dealt with a lot of anxiety, and that came down to me being at home more, and I think everybody else is like that. And since then, since being at home more, it's been hard for me to go out and just like enjoy life kind of deal, because I'm constantly worrying about the next thing. Well, a few creators that I've been following, Sean, I collaborated with him on this channel. He started his videos back up, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on his videos. But there's another creator, I did a video on Kinging It. And Kinging It is a channel that I love and I'm obsessed with. And she came out with a video of how she deals with, like, she's super anxious about flying, right? And so I said to myself, and so I watched that video that she shared. And so what Amy said from Kinging It, which you gotta go watch her video, so I'll link that below. But she said that the person that she talked to said that basically you need to think of the thing as instead of thinking of the negative in the moment situation, you need to think of the positive. What's good's going to happen? So for her, it was flying, so she would always, get stressed and anxious about that moment, and which make her very sick. And so for me, it's a lot of different things that make me anxious, and it comes down to me thinking about them in a positive way and what is good's going to come out of it. So first day of school for my kids was a stressful day because, again, they're stressed. So I'm thinking about all the negative things. But I decided in my head, let's think about the positive. They're going to go well. They're going to have a smooth time. And although there was a wee bit of a hiccup, we had a good time. So I need to start thinking like that more. And I think that's me. It's taking a step back and thinking about your own health and your mental health too. And the third reason, oh gosh, this video is probably me talking really fast, but I don't care. It's who I am, and I've had people in the past come to me say, why are you talking so fast? Well, it's because that's who I am. I talk like this, so I'm going to talk like it. I'm not slowing things down for the rest of the world. It's who I am. So anyways, the third reason was because of the haters. The haters came out and crawled from under their rocks, and they said, let's pick this one, or I choose you, Pikachu kind of deal. And they chose me, and they chose me hard on around June-ish. And I did a live the week before I decided. I did a live, and I talked to you all, and it's hard sometimes. I did that live, and after that live, things were good, and then a couple days later, just things got a little too much. And that's around the same time everything else happened, so I think things happen for a reason, and you know what, it was a good thing for me to, stop. So the third reason was the haters that came out from under the rock. And, haters, I choose to just ignore them. I delete them. I move on because things go on in people's lives and everybody's stressed out right now. So I just choose to move on. But sometimes it gets a little more than hate. It gets to the degree of too much. Like, when is too much when it comes to hating on someone or poking at someone? And that's what I disliked the most. So I had to say to myself, okay, I can't deal with this. Everything else going on, I need to stop. So they came out. I was on YouTube, and they just started random comments people were just making, and I was just like, no. So I actually stopped on YouTube, but I continued on TikTok. Wrong decision. TikTok is actually 10 times worse than YouTube, and oh gosh, I don't know. I feel like there's a degree on TikTok where people just think like they're invincible and they just, no one can touch them. And I hate cyberbullying. I hate it for the life of me. And I hate bullying in general. And I will watch out for kids on, at my daughter's school, I will watch out for other kids even. Because bullying it's just hard. When multiple people comment and say the same stupid things and they're going on about whatever, and then you go to TikTok and it's like the same thing, and just one comment can hit you really hard. And that's what happened. One comment hit me hard and I was just like, I'm done. I cannot deal with you anymore. So I stopped. And I stopped on social media for a while. And I only posted on Instagram for a little bit. I posted, some random Instagram stories. And you know what? Everything has been really good. I've been starting to work on myself, really understand, I got burnt out to the point where everything compounded. And I think that was the major thing in my life. I'm not saying that I don't have a great community. I have in my opinion, one of the best. And everybody says that, right? But I think there's just sometimes the negative, when it gets into your life, you can't get rid of it because it's on social media. It's always there. And so whenever you see that every single day or you see that every other day, it kind of takes a toll on your mindset, right? So I had to just stop. And there have been a few people that have reached out to me, and I'm so thankful. those people that have reached out and said, how are you doing? Are you all right? And you know what? Nobody said anything for the first 2 months. But the last week and a half, people have been reaching out and just saying, are you all right? And I got wee emails here and there and said, hoping you're all right and hoping you're doing all right. And I said, yes, I am. This world isn't a constant. It's the state of chaos at times. So I have to go with what's going on around me. I haven't taken on many clients because I need to also remember that I can only do so much. I'm a person, I'm a human being. And my mental health needs to come first too. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is 2 videos on this channel. I have another channel I've been keeping up to date with. I have actually been posting on that now. I lied earlier. I have been posting on that other channel. But that's mostly just me creative, not sharing it with the world, not focusing on tags, not doing this, that, and the other. I'm just doing it for me. And people follow along. That's great. There's 148 over there, people, and I'm just excited for the fact that people follow me and do what I want to do on there. Also going to be posting on there again, maybe once a week, just to kind of be my own creative person. And then finally, I'm going to be doing my podcast. I have a new podcast that I'm going to be starting. And it's mostly just going to be, I'll give you more information about that when it's ready to start. Don't forget to subscribe because I've got a few videos coming out in the next couple of months and you'll be excited for those. All right? So have a good one.